What's going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, there is only one way to truly enjoy Call of Duty in the year of 2023, and that is ditching any version of Call of Duty that's on console or PC and coming straight over to Call of Duty Mobile. Now, I do want to go ahead and apologize for the background footage. I tried to hook up Call of Duty Mobile again on my PC, but it was giving me a ton of problems. I was able to do it a while ago, but for some reason right now, current date, I'm having a few issues. I'll be able to polish it off, later on, but for this video, I'm going to try to use the main trailer of Call of Duty Mobile, and of course, if Activision strikes this video for copyright purposes because I'm using their trailer, then of course, I'll probably just have World at War gameplay in the background of this video. But regardless of what the footage is, it doesn't matter. The core topic of today's video is that this right here is the only possible way that you can enjoy Call of Duty in the year of, like I said, 2023. And also, just very quickly, this will only take a couple of seconds. I did go ahead and pick up Dead Space Remastered. I want to go ahead and make a video about that later, I believe probably on Sunday, but I'm going to be playing it all day long today on Saturday the 28th. So if you guys want to go ahead and check it out, see my live impressions, and just watch me play a scary game and absolutely crap myself, then by all means tune to my stream. I'm going to start it up around 9:30 to 10 a.m. Eastern time, and it's going to go pretty much all day long. We're going to go ahead and try to complete it so we can get a video review out for you guys as soon as possible. All right, now back to the actual topic of today's video. Like I said, I've been coming back to Call of Duty over and over and over again. Yes, when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, I would say the lack of content is what's truly killing, me wanting to come back and explore the game. And of course, there is different, stuff coming out and different information releasing about Season 2. But currently, I would say the biggest issue is just how freaking sweaty and competitive these games are nowadays. And also how much the developers are trying to change the core formula of what made Call of Duty fun in the first place. Now, of course, there's plenty of other reasons for why Call of Duty is struggling in its current state, but I would say, when you boil it down to, the biggest components, those really are what turn hardcore Call of Duty players away. This game used to be known as a very casual, friendly game that was always innovating in a perfect way while keeping the core intact. Now it is the complete opposite. It's not casual whatsoever, and everything we know about COD is being twisted and rearranged right before our eyes. But then we have Call of Duty Mobile, which at first, especially for me, any mobile game that I hear of is, usually typically an instant turnoff. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't know. I'm not saying mobile games are bad. It's just not my specific style. But if you are also like me with that same similar mindset, don't let this go under your radar. Don't think, because it's simply a mobile game, it's going to turn out to be bad, because I promise you, it'll probably be one of the best mobile games you probably will own on your phone or even on your, pad or any tablet device. Call of Duty Mobile always, down to its core, felt like COD, and even though current date, it has expanded and became a little bit more flashy. At the end of the day, when it comes to gameplay, the atmosphere of the game, it still feels like traditional Call of Duty. It's basically what everybody has been asking for in this community, compared to something like Call of Duty Online from back in the day that got shut down, or, SM2 that's going to be coming out. The best of all worlds when it comes to Call of Duty, between Treyarch games, Sledgehammer games, Infinity Ward games, maps, weapons, outfits, characters, the whole deal. That's what, those mods offer, but at the same time, that is what Call of Duty Mobile offers, and the community has been begging for something like that for ages now when it comes to Call of Duty. Just give us something that feels more like classic COD, and every single year, they keep pushing out the boundaries. Every single year. Now, of course, some of these games are a little bit closer than others when it comes to being perfected. Like, I would say Cold War, if Treyarch had a lot more time and they didn't have to come in and pick up the slack from Sledgehammer, I guarantee they could have probably cranked out a banger. Modern Warfare 2, I think the game is incredibly fun, but of course, they refuse to fix a lot of the things that would make it feel like a traditional Call of Duty game. If it's there, it's just they won't change it to make it to that point. And then you have Call of Duty Mobile, where we don't have to beg for them to change anything. We don't have to beg for them to add anything. Everything is already done. It makes me jealous, almost, that we can't have something like this on console and PC. We are missing out on probably the best vibes that we could possibly ever get. We're being force-fed all of this garbage when on our mobile devices out of all things, they have probably one of the best Call of Duty games that you can get your hands on. Now, again, it might not feel the best because, it's still a mobile game. But man, imagine the moneymaker that they would have on their hands if they produce something like Call of Duty Mobile and put it on to consoles. Ported it exactly over, made it feel smooth, made it feel good, make it feel like any of the other, modern COD games. Run it on the modern engines that we have, but give us all the stuff that we love from the past. Basically make it a mashup of all of our favorite CODs on a good old classic engine, make it feel like a traditional Call of Duty game, and let us have at it. That's all we ask. We've been asking for this for ages now, because if we had a game like that, it doesn't matter what they put out to us. They could release something like Modern Warfare 2 that we have right now. They could release anything that they want and be as creative as they want. As long as we have something to fall back on, it's all good. That's the problem nowadays. We don't have anything to fall back on. Back in the day, if a game turned out pretty rough, we still had all those OG games like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, even Call of Duty 4 and World at War. We still had those games to be able to load into. But nowadays, we don't have any of that stuff. We have evolved to a point. Well, I shouldn't say that because last gen consoles still have a decent, catalog. But when it comes down to it, the games that are active are not really the games that we would choose to play. We still prefer the OG traditional Call of Duty styled games, and we don't have anything like that to fall back on. If there was a free-to-play experience like this, I don't care how bad, they would make the microtransaction system. They could have loot boxes up the butt. They could do whatever they please. I just want something that feels like COD, something that I can fall back to when all else fails, when all else gets boring, and I just want something to enjoy. Right now, I go back to things like Plutonium or IW4X, and soon SM2. That's going to be my main thing I, fall back on when Call of Duty starts to get tedious and boring. But it would be great if just one of these development teams would officially make something like that and release it to their community. Make it officially a part of the Call of Duty collection in the franchise. And I would say by far the best thing about Call of Duty Mobile is the lack of skill-based matchmaking. Yes, it is casual. And it's not just pub stomping a bunch of noobs all the time. I mean, maybe on PC because I don't know how it is, how they handle bots and how they handle servers. But when you're playing on, your actual mobile device, it's a nice mix. Sometimes, yeah, you'll have some people who might actually be fragging out quite a bit, but a lot of the time, nobody is going crazy. It's a mobile game, over half the people who are playing are probably, sitting in the dentist office or, chilling in the car or something like that. It's just completely casual at all times. And yeah, you got your random sweat lords who will go to the extra extent to sweat in a mobile game, but at the end of the day, the mass population is casual, and it's just great because you go to a modern COD game and you think that this is how it, basically it is all day, every day. And I've grown the mindset that it just basically doesn't matter. Call of Duty has evolved so much that people are just so naturally sweaty that we just can't stop sweating every 5 seconds. But I mean, going to another real Call of Duty game like Call of Duty Mobile and seeing how casual it actually is and seeing that it is a massive, player base out there who are still casual. And, even though they are playing on their mobile device and, mobile is a lot more casual than playing on your console, I guarantee they'll probably play console the same exact way. They probably just simply don't care. They just want to casually play. I don't see these individuals anywhere when I hop on Modern Warfare 2. I don't see these individuals anywhere when I hop on Vanguard or even Black Ops Cold War. The matchmaking has been so thick for the console and PC side of things that it's ruining what COD is known for. It's ruining the name of this franchise. This name has been known for its casualness, and they refuse to let that thrive. But ladies and gentlemen, do me a massive favor. Go down in the comment section and leave your opinions down below on if you've played Call of Duty Mobile, if you haven't played it, if you've seen gameplay, and just your overall opinion on what you think about it. Like I said, it's free to play. Absolutely anybody can pick it up, and I think it's an outstanding Call of Duty experience. Yeah, it plays like a mobile game, so it's not going to be as smooth as your current day Call of Duty titles, but there's just something so genuine about it that feels like a classic traditional COD. And even though they added all this, flashy stuff and they made it slightly corny, at the end of the day, the gameplay is what truly matters. In a time where Call of Duty has been just on a massive downward spiral, the gameplay is what matters, and the gameplay is there. The casualness is there. The lack of skill-based matchmaking is there. I suggest you guys go ahead and give it a shot and see what Call of Duty is really supposed to be like, especially if you haven't played any of the OGs like you see right here at World at War. But ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like button. Say hate it, leave a dislike. Also, for brand new, enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and that notification button. Also, want to chat me, this too we do so. I have Twitter and Discord, both link down in the description. And also want to catch me live streams of video games over on Twitch, link that's in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning in. See you on the next one. Peace out.